everybody. This is Dr. Serelda with Married to My Purpose. I want to make sure you all understand we have a power-packed night tonight with just a few tips to talk about when you don't feel like it. When you don't feel like being married to your purpose, when you are waking up in the morning and you're saying, I don't feel like this today. Guess what? I'm going to give you a few tips today to keep you on track to make sure that you're doing what you should be doing every day to be married to your purpose. Number one, revisit your why. Okay. Remind yourself why your purpose is important to you and how it aligns with your values. Okay. So if you wake up in the morning and you cannot remember why you're doing what you're doing, you need to revisit your why. Perhaps we've gotten off track. Perhaps we have gotten focused on something else or even gotten distracted on the cares of the world and the cares of life. We have to make sure that we are revisiting our why. Okay. Number two, break down your purpose in manageable chunks. The worst thing that we can do is try and take on a whole purpose, a whole mission, and something that we want to do. And we really don't understand why we're doing it so big, so fast. Okay. There's an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Okay. And when I say go together, I mean, you know what? We may have people in our space, we may have people in our lives that can help us get to where we're going to go. And we can assign some of those tasks, delegate some of those tasks to those people in our lives. And that ties directly into breaking it down. Sometimes we may have to break it down in pieces in terms of I'll do a little bit today, I'll do a little bit tomorrow. And sometimes we may break it down into months. Depending on how big that purpose is, it may even be years. So make sure we are breaking things down in smaller chunks. Number three, celebrating progress. Guess what? I travel. I attend conferences for self-development and self-care. So I am making sure that I'm celebrating my progress of getting out, networking, understand that there are other people in this world that may be tied to my purpose. If I stay in the house, on the couch, in the bed with my fuzzy slippers on, I will never be able to broaden my aperture for my purpose. So make sure that you're doing the same thing. Celebrate small progress by opening up that aperture, doing some self-care activities, okay? Number four, connect with like-minded people. As I said earlier, make sure you're networking. Surround yourself with people that you share the same passions about, and then provide support and encouragement to each other. Now, here's something else that I want to add to that. Even though you're surrounding yourselves with like-minded people, you may need some of those people in your corner that's not going to tell you yes for everything. You don't need yes men and yes women and yes individuals in your corner for everything. You need those that are going to give you an opposing or dissenting opinion about what you're doing, because it makes your purpose a little bit more palatable. It makes your purpose a little bit more foundational. Okay. So get different opinions, right? Number five, practice self-compassion. In other words, give yourself grace. That's hard for me sometimes because I grew up as a perfectionist. I grew up in a home where we wanted everything to be perfect. My granny wanted everything to be right. Okay, so it put me in a space of fear if I failed. So I'm telling you a lesson that I learned and that I'm still learning. Give yourself grace. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself, even if you have setbacks, and recognize that it's okay to have a day off. It's not okay to quit, but it is okay to have a day off. Number six, visualize success. Imagine yourself achieving your goals to reignite your motivation and your drive. Okay. Some people say, I may want to have $1 million business. I want to build a multi-million-dollar business. That's a goal of mine. I want to build a multi-million-dollar business, and I'm going to do it. I'm well on my way. But I have to do a lot of things along the way. And one of those things is to visualize where I want to be and backwards plan to get there. There's nothing like saying, for example, I'm an author, I publish books. And one of my mentors said he was so fascinated when people would say, yeah, I've been working on this book for 12 years. I've been working on this book for 20 years. He said he went from fascinated to disinterested. I'm not interested in hearing someone say, I've been working on a book for 20 years. How about you publish it, right? With self-publishing being more widespread, there is no reason why, for example, for someone not to publish a book. So visualize that success, okay? Number 7, create a routine. If you don't wake up every morning with a plan, and some of my friends and family think that I am too time driven, but I like to be driven by time to make sure that I have gauges of things that I want to accomplish. If I don't have a plan, I am a very creative minded person. So I have ideas flowing in and out of my brain all day long. I can have a conversation with someone. I can see something on the internet. I can see something on Facebook and say, "Ooh, that's a good title for a book. That's a good title for a chapter in a book. I can write that in a journal. I can create a journal." So my brain is always on the move all the time. Okay. Create a routine. It is okay to have a plan. It's okay to be flexible in that plan, but it also allows you to stay focused and committed to your purpose. Number 8, seek inspiration. Okay. Read books, watch videos, listen to podcasts that inspire and motivate you. Guess what? The same purpose that you have, there is someone in the world that may have one that's similar. Let's be clear, nobody has your purpose. Nobody can perform and execute your purpose like you do. So make sure the people that you are modeling, the people that you are inspired by, seek some of those people out. Look at their books, look at their podcast. Understand that you can seek inspiration from anywhere. Take a walk, sit in a park, browse through a department store. You can get inspired wherever you are. Number 9, reflect on your progress. Never underestimate the small steps along the way. Many times we overlook the small things because we want to get to the big things so fast. Not so fast. Take your time when you can. Don't quit. You can slow down, but do not quit. And number 10, take breaks. It's okay to take breaks. It's okay to rest and recharge as long as you come back to your purpose with renewed energy. Guess what? Everybody does not recharge in the same way. If you've ever taken a personality test, you are well aware that some people recharge by themselves and some people recharge around people. And then others have a hybrid of the two. So understand what works for you. Don't allow anyone else to tell you that recharging means to take a nap. Taking a nap to some people means wasting time. So you have to make sure you understand who you are, understand what makes you tick, understand what excites you, and understand what drains you. That's important as well. Maybe taking trips, maybe going to a Caribbean island, maybe going to an overseas location, maybe sitting in the park and listening to birds chirp. I don't know what yours is. Mine is taking naps, writing, journaling, helping other people. So understand what recharges you. So as we are going through every day of our lives, we have to understand one thing. It is okay to take a break. It is okay to make sure we are connecting with those like-minded people, breaking down our purpose into smaller tasks and smaller goals, seeking inspiration, and understanding that it's not anything wrong with you not having the same inspiration as the next person. Never compare yourself to someone else. The only person that you should be comparing yourself to is the person that you were yesterday. So, as we are closing out this evening of Married to My Purpose, I want you to remember some things. You may not even know what your purpose is. Guess what? The platform that I'm talking in and through and what I've created is married to my purpose, not married to anyone else's purpose. And here's the thing, some of us are married to our jobs. Some of us are married to someone else's organization. Someone else is married to being committed to someone else, living through someone else's eyes. I will encourage you in 2024, focus on your purpose. And I can definitely say that I'm going to do a shameless plug for our Married to My Purpose conference that's going to take place August 2nd through the 4th of 2024 in El Paso, Texas at the Skyline Entertainment Center. I want you all to click on the link. Anytime you see this video, you're also going to see the link to register. There's going to be so many amazing things happening there. There are going to be breakthroughs. We're going to propose to ourselves. We're going to have an all-white ceremony. So I'm excited for us to come together August 2nd through the 4th so that we can learn our purposes together, refine our purposes together, and even have our individual time where we can meditate and have some quiet time to really focus on what it is we should be doing. August is not the end of 2024, folks. So even once you come to that conference, you still have time to understand that you can be married to your purpose and do some phenomenal things before 2024 closes out. So I want to tell you all this week, focus on those tips. And if you felt discouraged this week, understand that you are always, always married to your purpose, and you have the opportunity every day and every second of your life to do that. So until next time and next week, I will see you all later, and never forget to be married to your purpose. Good night now. Bye-bye.